Welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil. Well, in my job, I talk to people about many good things, but one we talk about is food. And so when we first got married, I was always trying to make things that I thought were familiar for you,
Okay.
and you would like. And this really, this was a this was really serious for me, and it wasn't then because I really wasn't a chef then. I was, I worked in hotels, but I wasn't a chef. And now that I look back on that, I just wonder, I mean, did you know?
I didn't know how much you stressed about like meal prep,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that it was something
Mm-hmm.
that I would enjoy. Well, I didn't know that until afterwards. Once you
Mm-hmm.
stop caring.
And when was that? When was that? See, this is what I mean. But okay, with that said, though, as I progressed through our relationship, our marriage, I realized I was like, well, he's pretty simple.
Easy.
He's not that easy, but
Easy.
he's not that
like
easy.
Sunday
No,
morning.
you're not that easy. He's pretty simple in that he doesn't like a lot of compound foods, and he likes everything sort of separate, and he can sort of eat the same thing over and over again.
Yes, he can.
Okay, but in talking to a lot of my clients, they tell me, that their spouse doesn't like to eat leftovers and all that kind of stuff. My question to you is, if you're both working outside the home
Mm-hmm.
and you're the person that primarily cooks,
Mm-hmm.
should you feel bad if you're...
No. Let's go say, the thing is this. When people say, I don't eat leftovers, I don't know where that comes from. It's rare that anybody makes enough food for a meal,
Right.
right? But, you know, to attempt to try to do something new and extravagant every time, that's not necessary. At the end of the day, I want a meal that I will enjoy, right? You want to make sure that it's a meal that will be in my best interest,
Right.
that it's healthy.
Right.
So, I mean, knocking yourself out, particularly now, it's different if you have more time on your hands because you're not working outside of the home
Okay.
and that kind of thing. But even with that, I mean, my thing is, and this is just me, but I just, would like a nice meal, something that would be enjoyable, that we can enjoy together.
Okay, so what about this? So if I'm cooking for you and okay, I have some health challenges or I'm trying to eat a different way, but you're like, I don't like that. I don't like that. So should I cook what you like in spite of the fact that what I'm trying to prepare for myself?
I think that's a conversation that you need to have, that each couple needs to have, because I really tried to the best of my ability to line up with, like, if you're doing some kind of diet or whatever, I try to line up with where you are. But I mean, I know that's not always possible. And again, because in some situations, the person that is not eating the special stuff can prepare their own stuff,
And see, that's how I feel about it.
I mean, but in so it depends. Every couple, every relationship is different. Although I can cook, I rarely cook because you're so good at it.
And I never wash the dishes. I mean, I never
And-
do laundry.
So and to that end, I'm just appreciative of the fact that because you still try to be very intentional about doing things to make sure that it's not like repeats and you notice stuff that I would like. Whereas, okay, with pasta, you may like the wheat pasta, me not so much.
Brown rice.
I'm a white rice kind of a guy. You can eat the brown rice. I could tui fui fui. But I mean, for the most part, we are able to pretty much enjoy what we enjoy together.
And last question. So if I'm cooking for my health, if I'm cooking because I have a health restriction or something
Right.
like that, do I prepare two different meals or do you assimilate to what I'm eating in order to support me doing that.
I was gonna say, well, you know, I always try to be supportive and not make it difficult. But if it's something that I absolutely positively just can't do, then I think it's incumbent upon me to be prepared or willing to do what I need to do to take care of my desire, if you will.
Okay.
If I'm deviating, particularly, you know, if what you're doing is lining up because there is a health challenge or something like that. Because at the end of the day, you want to be as supportive as you can.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.
I remember what she used to care.